This video features a Tier 4 level 360 account on a FPP normal squad match on the NA server. The replay was submitted to the channel by a subscriber and was also used to report the cheater on the Discord Report a Player service. Feedback from the Crafton devs was insufficient evidence, and review of reported video and replays revealed no signs of cheating.
This indicates to me that they did a wider search on additional replays that they can pull from the server side.
I only have this replay, but I beg to differ from their conclusion, and I'll show you why. The teammate did legitimately spot the nearby enemies coming down by parachute on the nearby ridge. We can assume that there's some awareness communicated to them of the enemies up that way. This should not in any way excuse all actions up there as not cheating due to prior knowledge. Or coincidences. You'll see what I mean soon. Let's take a look at that again. Slowed down, X-ray off, and lowest graphics settings. The only time I'm seeing that player is after they've been shot. It looked like a Wallhack aimbot combo. There wasn't even line of sight. You could still shoot them through the grass if you had Wallhacks on, though. Taking an even closer look at 500% zoom. It's confirmed the enemy was only visible after the shots were fired. No signs of cheating? What are the devs smoking? Maybe it was a once-off, so they weren't too sure about it? Nope, the behavioral pattern is repeated multiple times in this replay. It's not hard to miss. The cheater goes AFK here for a bit. I'll speed it up. Once again, we'll go back and have a careful look at that. Slow motion, X-ray off, and lowest graphics settings. Once again, I only ever saw movement after the player was shot, and it was ever so slight. Let's also not forget that the enemy was on full hits and was headshotted multiple times in that burst. 500% zoomed in once again. Let's really look closely. The only time I see that enemy is after they are shot, and when they fall down, I can see their gun briefly. They also shoot at the second enemy behind the hill who was also not visible. Looks like Wallhack any day of the week. As the devs reviewed this match, let's be absolutely sure there wasn't visibility of that enemy prior to them scoping. Only visible now after they scoped. 100% Wallhack, zero doubts. Remember, the devs said no signs of cheating. Sure, I'm going through it with a fine-tooth comb and proving that there's signs of cheating. But who out there would think that the replay at normal speed didn't look like cheating? The mutant on burst fire with a 4x scope is highly unorthodox. Combine that with the rapid firing with barely any recoil and the ability to snap onto targets that aren't even visible. Once again, what are the devs smoking?
Wallhack, lined up enemy player head without line of sight. Shooting at unseen player. Nothing to see here, Craft and Devs? Are you kidding me?
Here's the last bi-weekly report statistics from the Report a Player service on Discord.
It makes me wonder how many of the 178 they didn't take action on were cheating like this guy. They also put out 2 bi-weekly reports and have since stopped. It's well over a month since the last one. There's quite a bit of feedback on Discord about it too, a lot claiming similar blatant cheaters are being passed over. My own experience has been mixed. Overall, it's better than going through support directly. And I've had to give a bit more attention to showing crystal clear examples of cheating on my report videos. Even still, I've had a lot rejected, but have been vindicated soon after, with the cheater being permabanned anyway. Which obviously raises some questions about these manual reviews apparently missing cheaters, especially when they get banned later. If the devs are taking their time and doing a thorough review on multiple replays and finding no evidence of cheating, and then a week or 2 later the account is permabanned for cheating, what's that telling us about their review skills? Another troubling thought is, do we even know if these devs play their own game? Part of the requirements to reviewing is to at least have a good understanding of the flow of the game. If these devs aren't active players or players that even know how to play, then how can they really review these matches? Leave a comment if you've ever seen PUBG devs livestream a game anywhere. Do you like seeing cheaters getting exposed like this? Then please give the video a like, and consider subscribing to the channel. If you do, you'll be alerted to new content when it's published. I'm more understanding of the devs giving them a pass here. But that's totally ignoring all the many examples just a little earlier that gave it away. Another massive giveaway on this guy is what they aren't doing. How many times have they checked an area where there's 0 enemies, just in case? Each time they aim down sights, it's always on an enemy location, no exceptions. A well-practiced reviewer that's familiar with the game will know this is highly suspicious. And doing so over multiple matches is a very clear indicator that they are cheating with wall hacks. It's at this stage the replay ends. Thank you for watching.